Hello and welcome to Sujith Talks. My name is Sujith Billa, registered migration agent at Pristine, Australia Migration PAM. This video is called the Australia Immigration Bulletin, 27th Jan 2021. It has 5 things. Number 1 is about international students, when and how they will come to Australia. Number 2 is state nominations from Queensland, when and who will get. Number 3 is Pfizer vaccine, when and how many Australian residents are going to get it. Significance of 26th Jan for Australia and India is the 4th one. And the final one, still there is no change on partner visa, 309 visa. Talking about international students for a start. My view is that international students are not understanding what's going on in Australia and they're having unrealistic expectations that borders will open sooner or later and in a week's or month's time. The fact is that we have to understand what the department is saying, the immigration department, what is the Minister for Education saying, and what is the Prime Minister saying, and what is the Professor Brendan Murphy, who is the Secretary of Department of Health, saying. And what is Health Minister saying? Oh, there are so many people who will say different things at different times. And what are the state premiers saying? Students are bombarded with these statements from various government officials, and sometimes the state government is blaming the federal government and vice versa. So you have to understand that even though international students contribute billions of dollars to Australian economy, they are not taking international students because of COVID-19. That's what they are saying. And because the states are given this task of hotel quarantining, which in fact should be the task of federal government. Because in the Australian Constitution, the quarantining responsibility is given to federal government, Section 51. So if you look at some of the question and answers from Alan Touch with different journalists in the recent past, you will see what the minister is saying is that he can't really say when they can open borders for international students, and it really depends on the state governments and how they decide to do the quarantining arrangements, whether they'll do it in the university with the direction of their state chief medical officers and how many they want to take. But definitely he expects that it will not be like normal 185,000 students come at the beginning of the year and in the middle of the year. So which means almost 400,000 international students come every year, which is not going to happen this year anyway. So he's saying don't expect a lot. And Professor Brendan Murphy is saying that he's got doubts about the vaccine's effectiveness and whether the vaccine will prevent the transmission or the vaccine will last long. All these things, some data which is missing because it's still brand new, they will get it in about 3 months is what Brendan Murphy is saying. And in 3 months, you're getting to May 2021 where there will be a potential budget for the next financial year. And probably the government will consider going to early elections if situation is favorable to them. So time will tell all these things. So read this article posted by Michael West Media. You can follow them on Twitter and read this article called as Hospital Pause, how Scott Morrison hoisted quarantine responsibility on the states. The second topic in this video is about the Queensland State Migration. The Queensland State Migration is going to start on 1st of Feb 2021, and they said clearly they don't submit EOIs before 1st of Feb. So this is about 190 and 491, but 491 small business owners pathway still remains open. I followed this post on Twitter. Their Twitter handle is QLD Migration. So I've seen some of the comments by people, perhaps they are overseas visa prospective applicants. So they are saying, for example, Mehdi Rani saying, why not offshore applicants? We also tried hard to collect the required points. We are losing the age point and it is not fair. If it is because of the pandemic, you can invite us then grant visas after pandemic. What is our mistake that caused to be ignored by you? Zara is saying, please consider offshore applicants. We tried hard to be eligible for migration. Please hear our voice. Sami is saying, what's the reason for omitting offshore applicants? Only corona, while there are several options like quarantine, corona test, and soon vaccination. Pandemic will be soon finished. But by ignoring offshore skilled applicants, you will definitely miss professional and expert migrants. Jonas said, it's been a long time we have been accumulating the required points to commence our immigration process as offshore applicants. We are all highly experienced, knowledgeable, and proficient in English. We have considered all the requirements like assessment, NER, and BPEQ for Queensland State. The next topic is about the Pfizer vaccine itself. The vaccine was approved by TGA, and then there was this press conference where PM was with Professor Brendan Murphy and also Health Minister Craig Hunt. Now they were discussing how they plan to roll out vaccine by the end of Feb. There is this article from SMH saying that vaccine export dispute in Europe may threaten Australian supplies. So there's this vaccine nationalism, and then there is something going on in Europe which will probably cause some more delay. And by the time Australians get Pfizer vaccine, we really don't know whether we will get the promised amount or the agreed amount, or it will take ages to get there. Now, Pfizer is more effective than AstraZeneca is what the scientists believe, and that's why Pfizer was approved first, I guess. Although there were a few deaths related to Pfizer vaccine in a different part of the world, but Brendan Murphy still believes that Pfizer is good because he hasn't got enough data about those deaths, what caused those deaths. Now moving on, Chris Bowen, in the same topic I'm talking about, Chris Bowen, the shadow minister in opposition Labour Party, is saying, look, the TGA has done its job. Australians appreciate the thoroughness and importance of their task, but it's time for Scott Morrison to do his job. He told us we were first in the queue. Further delays in procuring and distributing the vaccine will be unacceptable. So this is a frustrating part here. Australia played safe. It went with that philosophy. Fools learn by experience, wise men learn by watching others. That kind of a quotation. But what happened here was Australia is a bit late with procuring and getting those supplies or manufacturing those vaccines. So will we really get vaccinated by June, July, or will it take October or the end of the year? So I saw this tweet from Scott Morrison saying that India and Australia are closer than we have ever been while we celebrate our nation on Australia Today. I also extend my best wishes to my good friend Narendra Modi and all Indians on Republic Day. And he's put something in Hindi and he folded his hands and said Namaste. Now, one of the comments he got from Kamaldeep Singh saying, he's replying to Scott Morrison and Narendra Modi, he's saying, this depression is killing us. All our stuff is in Australia and we are stuck offshore. We have made huge investments. Please listen to us. We are literally begging. We are having serious mental health problems. Please extend our 485 visas. Next comment. Umesh Unni. He said, please open Australian borders. Get vaccine from India. Consider TSS visa holders as well. Varun said, since we have become even closer, so please open the borders for international students. Our future is hanging like a pendulum which doesn't even go back and forth. Please do that at the earliest. Another comment from SMH. I doubt Indian migrants are happy that you are preventing them from seeing their parents and their loved ones. The next topic is about partner visas. When will we get that 309 grants onshore? Normally, people have to go overseas to get those grants. The government said that they'll do something in the month of Jan or in the beginning of the year, but nothing happened. Today is 27th of Jan. On 23rd Jan, Julian Hill MP on Twitter said, Does anyone really believe these letters were sent by mistake? So there's this article from Guardian saying that letters from department are forcing people to leave overseas to get grants, especially the parent visa applicants. But again, they sent emails saying that that was sent by mistake, so you can actually stay for some more time till you make arrangements to depart. But the argument here is why they should go, and why can't the minister make some changes temporarily to allow those parent visa applicants and partner visa applicants to stay on shore and get those grants. But my view is that why do we temporarily do it permanently? Even after COVID, you should not ask anyone to leave country and just get that grant and come back. It's total waste of time and money. Subscribe to Sujith Talks on YouTube. Click on the bell icon to get notified. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and like my Facebook page. Everywhere the name is Sujith Talks. My business name is Pristine Australia Migration PAM, and I offer professional services, partner visas, resident return visas, ACS skills assessment, visitor visas, points tested skilled visas, IELTS, and PTE training. If you wanted to get immigration advice from me, simply go to my website sujithtalks.com, schedule a phone or a video consultation session.